Right guys, just doing a very quick video because I'm going to be heading up to the place where there's a little bit of action on County Road at the moment, or should I say there has been for, I don't know, probably about 2.5, 3 hours now. So I thought I may as well go up and see what it's all about. And apologies for the glare, part of it's the street lights and the other half is from my microphone. So I'm heading up this way. Don't know what you're going to be able to see, but I'll try and keep you informed of what's going on, and then we'll head up and see what it's all about. So anyway, catch you guys in a bit. Well, I apologise because at this point I didn't realise myself that there is no green light on my microphone, which means that the battery's died. Marvellous. So I can't lip read, so I don't know what on earth I've said, but I would have said something along the lines of I am heading up towards County Road and Walton Road, which is the area where the incident was happening tonight with the police and the rioting. This is only from information that I've read online as well, so I'm not fully up to speed with everything, so I do apologise. You'll see more bits clearly in a minute anyway as I get to the main area where the police were cordoning the area off, and here we are. Great timing. So what I could see at this point was the police riot vans there, and obviously the guys with the riot police sectioned a particular part of County Road, which is part of North Liverpool. Now, from what I can gather on the news, it was something to do with an overspill from this afternoon when there was protests going on in the centre of Liverpool, and it was all to do with, I hope I've got this right now, so anyone can correct me if they want, because like I said, I've only just caught bits of this afternoon. It was protests this afternoon, I believe, possibly to do with the mosques, but I can't say for certain. So if I can't say for certain, I shouldn't really say that. That's what I can gather anyway. Like I said, if anybody wants to correct me or if I've said anything incorrect there, by all means, please message me and I'll apologise. But like I said, on the news it was saying that bricks were put through windows. There was looting going on. Now, whether this was in the main centre of town or up in this area of North Liverpool, I don't know. Because like I said, I've been hearing the police plane going overhead from quite early on, I would say, today. When I say early on, probably around about tea time-ish. It just feels like it's been going on for ages because the plane was circling for what seemed like ages anyway. And another thing as well is the police helicopter has been out as well. Obviously the plane can only fly around for so long before it has to go back and refuel, but I didn't see it come out at all tonight, so it's probably just been the daytime one, and then obviously the helicopters have come out tonight as well. So mainly the guys with the riot shields, the riot vans, the police matrix vans there you can see going through, but I didn't see them going any further up County Road. I only saw them in that particular section. And this area here, excuse me, obviously you can see the police van there going into that other section, so that intersects and goes into County Road as well, a little bit further up from where I was stood. But like I say, I'll probably find out more about what's happened tonight anyway in the news tomorrow. So, but yeah, it was exciting for what I saw. Most people that were gathered around, like myself, were just basically watching what was going on. Some were doing some filming. I didn't see any incidents happen. There were a few people that were quizzing the police, obviously, why there was so much police presence there and everything else, but I think they were a little bit drunk, should I say. I'm going to be kind and say they were drunk. There's probably other words I could use, but yeah, it's Saturday night revellers, so they're just curious, wanting to be nosy, what's going on. And there was also local residents as well, probably wanting to get into the area when they couldn't because everything was all sectioned off. So these two guys there were a lot braver than I was, because I wanted to get a bit closer and see what was happening up County Road, but I thought, no, I'm just kind of staying in the background, really. So that's where I'm at with this. Yeah, I believe that the police presence is going to be staying there for quite a while, I think, this evening, according to what I can see online anyway about the news so far from today. Yeah, it said one of the actual libraries, Spello Hub Library, which is within this area anyway, was targeted for attacks as well. So I think it's just mindless idiots that just tend to be just wanting to start fires. I mean, there were wheelie bins as well set alight with fire. And I think, let's have a look. Just looking at some details here online about the incident. But as you can see here anyway on the video, there were so many of these riot vans tonight heading up different areas. I don't know whether it was to reinforce what was already happening or reinforce certain areas, or whether they're all going back to headquarters. There in the background you could see the fire engine going past. So to be honest, the best of times, this main area, which is like a crossroads for Walton Road, County Road, and Spello Lane and Barlow Lane, which is like just a crossroads point, it's always busy with traffic anyway, because it's the main thoroughfare from the city centre to head out towards other areas of Liverpool. So for a lot of police presence to be gathered there, it was quite a massive disruption to the area. But at the end of the day, the police are just trying to do their best just to maintain order and obviously stop any further incidents from reoccurring later on in the evening. Let's have a look, see if I can tell you any other information that might be accurate. There is something online here to say that a Section 60 order was issued by the police and is in place across Liverpool this evening until 8:40 p.m. on Sunday. Now, I don't know anything about these, so a Section 60 apparently gives officers extra powers to stop and search people suspected of carrying weapons or planning criminality. So that could be what I videoed earlier, where they were doing like a stop and search. I thought it was just to make sure that, people weren't taking anything into the cordoned area. But obviously that's basically the powers. What they're doing now is just checking who's going into the area, and if you are going in there, are you carrying anything that could cause anybody any harm? Possibly, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the police have been attacked for just doing their job, basically, by protecting the people. So it's just mindless idiots that have decided to take it on themselves to actually attack the police when really they're there to protect us. And I just don't understand. I really don't understand it most of the time anyway, with the mentality of some people when something like this happens. I think half the time, most of them just use it as an excuse to antagonise the police and just cause more problems than they actually need. But it's such a shame in this fantastic city that I live in that we have so many great moments of positivity with brilliant events on, people coming to the city. We've got the cruise ships coming in, brilliant tourism. We've got concerts, we've got parties in the park, festivals, events, you name it. We're just brilliant for doing stuff like this. But then we have moments like this that I just feel ashamed, to be honest. And I'm sure I'm, probably speak on behalf of other people as well who are, I wasn't born in Liverpool, but at the end of the day, it still doesn't mean to say that I'm any less passionate about this city. I love this city. I love the people. That's why I lived here. But I just see such a shame that this place. Sorry, I'm just laughing now because I realise what I said on this video. Yeah, I was basically trying to give a sort of shout out to the barbers, which is my local barbers, seeing if anybody wants their haircut. But yeah, it's just crazy that stuff like this actually happens. But this is the kind of, modern day that we're living in at the moment, and this shouldn't be seen as the normal, but sadly it seems to be that way. But anyway, so if there's any further updates to this video that I can post, obviously once more news comes out tomorrow, then I'll certainly do another update on the video anyway. I won't be going back to the area anyway, because I would gather that it would still probably be sectioned off. But yeah, like I said, if there's any interesting information or anything else that I can add to the video, then I certainly will do that. But like I said, from my perspective, being a local resident, it's not a scary time for me, but it must be scary for a lot of people local to that area, because there's mainly businesses that are on County Road and Walton Road, but obviously above the businesses there are residential flats. So, it must be quite intimidating for a lot of people living in the area, wondering what the heck's going on. But like I said, we do so well for brilliant events, and then it's just things like this that just seem to taint it, really. Put a sour taste in people's mouths, but there we go. I'm sure it happens everywhere. But anyway, that's me for the video tonight. Sorry it can't be much more than this, but like I said, by the time I got there, obviously the police helicopters have been circling for quite a while, so unless something happened a lot earlier and I missed it, and I apologise, but I've got to think of my own safety as well, because it's not a usual thing for me to get myself involved in videoing stuff like this. And I said to myself ages ago when I started my YouTube channel, I wasn't going to be like a propaganda merchant where I'd go out and just start filming stuff. But because this is local interest and it is local news and actual, stuff that has happened in my local area, then I thought it was worthwhile videoing it. Apologies for the poor sound quality and poor video. Did everything tonight on my iPhone, so that's usually okay, but it's the audio's let me down slightly, so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's I just thought it was worthwhile just putting this little video together, to be honest. Now this little section here, this was me actually just filming myself. I was very impressed with that little section. Quite like that. And this is me basically saying, yeah, nothing else is happening tonight. There's a lot of local people filtering out from the pubs now, even though the pubs were still open at this point, which I thought was a bit strange when they've sectioned the road off. But there was one pub that wasn't within that section that still had people sat outside enjoying a nice pint. Weird. But that's just Scouse entertainment for you. They do love enjoying their nightlife, especially on a Saturday weekends, and they won't miss any action for anything. And they've got prime seats as well, sat right outside on the beer garden at the front, if you want to call it a beer garden. It's just basically right next to the main road, overlooking a load of riot police, which can't have been very exciting, but I'm sure when you're having a pint it's probably very enjoyable. Yeah, this section here and the video, this is what I was mentioning earlier about the section 60. So it's given the police the powers to stop and search people, but usually, according to what it says online, the section 60 is just in case if they suspect people of any criminality or carrying anything. But that guy there looked like he just stepped out the pub, so I think he just wanted to go home. But yeah, I can hear, just as I'm talking to you now, I can still hear the police helicopter outside, so it's back out again. Obviously it's refueled up and heading out for a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer, but like I said, I didn't venture too far up County Road, so I don't really know whereabouts this area is being sectioned off to. I mean, County Road is quite a long road in itself, to be honest. So I know Spellow Hub Library has been mentioned, which is further up the road. So I have got no idea. Like I said, at this point, I'm just second guessing. And I know the video is not really showing very much apart from the riot vans. So apologies for the lack of action, as they call it. But I'm glad there wasn't anything happening, really, to be fair, because I don't think I would have filmed that anyway. Because I'm a bit of a wuss like that. So I just want to video the bits that I could, give you my thoughts and opinions on what's been happening today. And you can see, like, the riot vans are disappearing now, and then obviously the squad cars disappear as well through the blockade, as they were. So they're all heading off. I'm just assuming that they're all heading off back to the police station now. So thanks for watching this video, and I shall see you on the next one. See you later, guys. Bye for now.